Hi, I'm Jhon and I'm 16 and from Leicester. Just wanted to talk for a few minutes about my dreams and aspirations and how I'm planning to get there. So I started with the dream of wanting to be a doctor, and this was because I wanted to help people with disabilities like my own. And then when I was about 11, 12, I started to get an interest in politics, and I wanted to make changes that would help to get young people's voices heard, as well as disabled people and young disabled people. And it was something I was really passionate about because I felt as though I was ignored sometimes as a disabled person, and not only did I want to make sure my voice was heard, I wanted to do something to help everyone else to get a chance to have a say as well. So I'm working really hard to get to that career aim, and one of the most important things is getting the experience and also the qualifications. So I'm putting in a lot of time and effort to try and get as good a grade as I can in all of my subjects, and I've also planned in detail my career plan. So what I did was I thought about the university that I'd like to go to, and then after that I looked at what I needed to do to get there. I realised I'd need to get a degree, so I've looked at the best ones for my career and what they need me to have to do that course. So that helped me to decide my A-levels. After deciding my A-levels, I then looked at the GCSEs that I'd need to do those A-levels, and so that was a few years ago now, but it was really important I made the right decisions. And so I've just started A-levels now, and it's important that I do my history, because that's sometimes a requirement with the universities to do the courses I want to do. But it's important just to sort of show that you're quite well-rounded, I think, and that you put effort into everything, even if it's a subject that you don't enjoy as much. I'm also trying to get experience as well, because employers and universities don't just want people with good grades, they want people that are passionate and committed. So I've tried to get as much sort of political experience as I can, and I've done that by working with lots of different organisations and charities. So Scope were really helpful because I was able to be a trendsetter with them, so it was involved in sort of shaping what they do for young people. The National Children's Bureau were also a big help, and all of them have helped me to build my skill set. So they've helped me to become more confident, more sort of a better team player, and just generally build up those skills to help me. So it's important to get some guidance as well to make sure you're going in the right direction, and most schools have careers advisors, or even if there isn't one, there's usually a way of accessing careers advice out of school, and I used that as much as I could. I thought it was really important that I spoke to as many people as I could to try and get some experience and information, really. So I've managed to achieve quite a lot of different experiences, as I said, and they've helped me to develop as a person. I got the chance to speak at Parliament a few times, which was an amazing experience. It helped me to develop those communication skills, which are really important when sort of advertising yourself, really. When you go for a job, it's important that you can present yourself as someone that the employer wants to take on, and developing those presentation skills as early as I could was a really good way of me being able to do that. So my next steps, continuing with my A-levels is the main one. They are in their early stages. I've only been doing them for a few weeks, and hopefully I will get really good grades. I'm putting in lots of time and effort, and so I'm determined to do the very best I can. After that, it will be off to university, and all of the time I'm doing this, continuing to build up that experience of politics and general experiences as well, to show that you're not just focused on your career, that you're actually quite a good person yourself. My tip for you at the start of this journey would be that you need to plan out what you want to do. It doesn't work if you just go into it without knowing where you want to be in, say, 5-10 years time. I'd also say speak to as many people as you can. Don't feel as though you're the only person in this situation and you can't speak to anyone if you've got a worry or you're not sure the best way of maybe choosing your A-levels or a relevant course for your career. There's no harm in speaking to people, and if it's a teacher or a careers advisor, they've probably heard it before. So that would be my main tip: don't be frightened. And my final tip would be have fun. It's amazing going to get these different experiences, and if it's a career you really want to do, you will enjoy this process. You've got to make sure that it's what you really want to do. You don't want to build up your experience and build up your qualifications and then when you get into that job not enjoy it. So I would say spend some time, try and get maybe a bit of work experience, or speak to people in the career you want to do, because they might have some advice. They might have done something that worked well for them and they might be able to suggest it for you. On the other hand, they might have done something that didn't turn out very well for them. Maybe it just wasn't the best way they could have got to where they got, and so they'll be able to pass that knowledge on to you as well. So I hope that's helped. That was my story, and I hope that your plans go well and that you enjoy your future careers, and hopefully my tips will be useful too.